Hey guys, long day. So I went out to update on what's going on with Chris. So went out at 6 o'clock a.m. Took photos of birds for 3 hours to about 9:30, whatever. And then as I started walking home, I was releasing energy out of my head, the muscle energy, and they started screaming in my head, my family, saying, "We're moving you to a new place and a new Christ. You're going to a new Christ." And I'm like, oh, Monday, right? All right, this is the third bad thing that happened to me, I'm thinking. I already had 2 bad things happen to me, so they weren't real bad, but they were just, my screw-ups on Monday, which really made things not good. And anyway, they're not important. So I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, here we go again. So they're moving me. So I get home, I eat lunch, I lay down for an hour, so I can make it till 11 o'clock. And, what the hell happened? So I'm laying there, and Christ tells me, he goes, I go, why are you moving me, right? And he goes, we're moving you because I don't have the skills to deal with you. Take care of you. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I told him, I love you, bless you, all that. Thanks for helping me out, whatever. And I still don't know why that other Christ got rid of me. So I'm going to sleep, and I'm just falling asleep and thinking, oh, they said as I'm walking home, they're going to move me this afternoon when I go to sleep. And I'm like, okay. Because that's when you fall asleep and when you're dreaming, they'll take your soul and they'll move you to a new place. They don't do it while you're awake, walking down the street. They do it while you're sleeping. I'm like, yeah, and that's what they always done, okay? Just to let you know. So they told me when I go to sleep, they're going to move me. And I'm like, okay. And I go, I'll make it something good, that knows how to deal with my problems and stuff. But whatever. I don't listen to a damn thing my ego says. Or maybe they did. I don't know. They usually don't. Anyway, so I'm laying there, and I finally fall asleep, listening to the radio. Because I listen to them, then when they're done saying their thing, I'll put the radio on, and my headphones, and fall asleep. So I don't have to listen to them, right? So, oh, Jesus Christ. And then I go into this dream, and this is where they're moving me. This is the dream. So I'm sitting at a table. It's like a bar, and it's outside, down by the river. There's a river where I take the pictures of the birds. I cross the street at the crosswalk, and I come up my street. Okay? Right there is where I started talking, or they started talking to me, telling me they're going to move me. And that's where I was in the dream, right there at the crosswalk on my street, on the side of the road, which is pretty interesting, I thought. How I dreamt I was there. So I'm like a bar seat with a bar, like a table and a bar seat across from me, and I'm sitting on the end of it, and the kids are sitting on the other side, or maybe it was my wife, I don't know, they were all there, and we're just sitting there waiting at this bar seat, and we're talking, and I don't know what I was talking about, but I was talking to them. And we're just waiting. I don't know. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I'm like, why am I here talking to you guys? But it just seemed normal. But I thought, why am I here talking? Oh, I'm waiting. That's what I said. I'm waiting. All of a sudden, these 2 people come, a guy and a girl. And the guy comes up to me, And I'm immediately hooking up to the girl, right? Or she's hooking up to me. And she's walking up to me, and she got an envelope in her hand with writing on it, with a stamp, in a brown envelope. And she's holding it in her hand, she's like waving at my, as she's coming, she's waving it at me. And I'm like, envelope, girl. And all of a sudden I realize she looks like Amy Allen from the Dead Files TV series. You know the ghost show, The Dead Files? With the girl that does all the psychic work. She looks just like her. And I assume it's her. Looks just like her. And she walks up to me and she says, she goes, she said a lot, so I'm going to try to remember the specifics of what she said. And I'm looking at her and she goes, you ready to go? You ready to deal with Pandora's box? And I'm like, what? And she's talking to my wife and the kids, and she's talking to me. And she's like, you ready to deal with Pandora's box? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. Well, I don't understand. And then I told her, yeah, I watch your show all the time, right? Like, my cousin, he watched your show yesterday for 2 days straight on the weekend. He goes, and he did, because it's Monday now, and Saturday and Sunday it was raining, so he sat there and watched all the Dead Files episodes for 2 days straight, and I think that's why I'm seeing this girl as her. I didn't watch any, but my cousin did, and I'm going, Jesus Christ, man, you're going to go nuts watching 2 days straight. That's nothing, but anyway. So, I think that's why I'm seeing her in the dream. So anyway, she goes, I don't know what she said, but it felt like I was supposed to go with her and do the next season, working with her for the next season series of movies. And I thought that's what she was asking me. She's like, you ready to go for the next season? And I'm like, yeah, the next season, that's right. And I'm like, well, what? I want to ask her what's the job entail. Like, she goes, you're going to help me out, and I'm going to help you out. And we'll get the whole season done for Pandora's box. And I'm like, she's offering me a job to make movies. And I'm like, I'm fucking poor as shit. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take the job. What a great job. I travel around and do psychic stuff, right? That's what I love to do. And I go, yeah, hell, I get paid for it? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Oh, no, I didn't say that. I go, but I gotta ask you questions. I go, I don't know, man, because I gotta ask you questions. She goes, oh, well, you let me know. And she turns around and starts walking away. And I got up and I ran over and I go, well, hold on, man. I gotta ask you questions. And then she's about 5 feet away from me or something. And she turned and I go, I'll do it, but I just need to know the details. It's like, I'm thinking I'm being hired for a fucking job to make movies in Hollywood or wherever the fuck, not movies, but the series Dead Files. That's what I'm assuming in my ego. And I need the money. And I go, I'll do it, but I just need to know details. And she goes, and she walks right up to me, and I'm thinking it's her, right? And thinking she's offering me a job to the Dead Files series. She walks right up to me. I can feel her boobs on my chest. She comes right up to my nose, and her lips touch my lips, and I'm kissing her. I get an instant hard on. So I'm standing there. I'm pressing up against her, and she goes, and she's talking right into my mouth. And I'm looking at her, and she's looking right into my eyes. And her nose is touching my nose, and my lips are touching her lips, and my groin is rubbing up against her leg. And I'm like, holy fuck. I'll take it. Right? And she goes, are you ready to deal with Pandora's box? And I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I'm ready. I'm like, you want to get married? And I'm like, totally, my heart's going, whoosh. She goes, okay then, we'll start tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, and all of a sudden I woke up. And my family's screaming at me. I realized I just pressed my heart on up against the new Christ that's gonna help me out, and she's a female. But I saw her as Amy Allen. I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, oh no, right? Oh, how embarrassing is that? So, I don't know where I'm going yet, but I know she's going to be working with me for a long time. And I like how she said the Pandora's box, which is the shit in your head, the craziness in your head. Anyway, that's my update. I swear to God, it was her. I thought I was going to be hired. She was hiring me for a movie. So, I don't know. I'm going to tell you everything that happens. But that's the update for now. She's Christ. She's a Christ. They said, she's Christ. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, female Christ. I get it. And, hey. Whatever. So, I'll take it. She looks like that, man. I've been pumping out energy all day. Only slept for like 10 minutes. And I'm tired already. So, that's my update. I'm with a female Christ that's going to help me out. I couldn't figure out why she got really close to me. I still don't know. Like close to me. And I looked just like her. Ooh, weird, man. Ooh, it looked just like that Amy girl off the Dead Files. But they change all the time. Personality, faces, and everything. The faces change all the time. You never see them all the time as one way. Even my wife and kids are always changing their looks in the dreams. I usually never know until I wake up who I'm dealing with, because in the dream they'll look different with their mood, I guess, more or less. I don't know, but anyway, that's it. So I'm gonna upload this video for you guys, and that's my update. It's pretty funny, man. So we'll see what happens.